And the energy that's coming in from the beginning of September is the Seven of Cups. Okay, so with the Seven of Cups having lots of choices to make, not knowing which direction really to go in, not knowing what is good, what is bad, what's going to be positive, what's going to have a positive outcome, what's not. So it's being very confused in the beginning of September. So you might have had some decisions that you had to make, but you just couldn't make them because you didn't know what you wanted to do. And that's okay. Sometimes we need to just sit and think about it for a bit and really, balance the pros and cons there. All right, so the overview, we have the Six of Pentacles. Love and relationship, the Empress reversed. Career, the Seven of Wands reversed. Health, Three of Discs reversed. And then mind, body, spirit connection is the Emperor. Okay. All right, so with this, we have the Six of Pentacles reversed, and this is the overarching energy. When we have that one popping up as it does, it's not learning the lesson that we need to learn. It's not being able to absorb actions, ideas, thoughts that will help us move ahead. Oftentimes, the reason why we're unable to do that is we're overwhelmed with choices, with ideas, with people's opinions of what to do. So in this situation, the rest of September is going to be really important for you to quiet your mind, quiet what's going on around you, and really listen to soul, listen to your heart space. Because there's going to be all these people, all these ideas, situations that are just coming at you at different directions, which are fogging your destiny, fogging the direction that you want to go in. So Taurus, you have to quiet all that around you and really listen to where you need to go. And that way you can really start to absorb what's happening, absorb situations, absorb the knowledge that you need to keep going. So in relationship, we have the Empress reversed. And with the Empress reversed, once again, it's that feeling of being stuck. It's like writer's block in relationship. So if you're married or if you're in a relationship of any sorts, actually, not just married, any type of relationship, you're going to feel, it's just going to hit a rut at the end of September. It's going to kind of hit this area like, well, is this it? Is there anything more? What's going on? And that's how relationships go. They ebb and flow. And sometimes you have times in the relationship where it's just not as exciting as it was 2 months ago. It's not as satisfying as it was 3 months ago. And so you just have to kind of wade through that energy and actually realize that this moment of being stagnant is actually helping you build stronger for the future. Because we all go through these times of just okay, is that it? There's no more? Yeah, there's always more. But you have to build for it. You have to get ready for it. So I suggest during this time in relationship, whether it's romantic, friendship, friends, family members, that in this time of being stagnant, not to pull away. All right? Because that's going to be the first initial response to it, is to just be like, okay, we've hit a lull. I'm going to go do my thing then. I'm leaving. Not leaving the relationship, but, just separating yourself from this dis-ease, this discomfort. Go into it. Be like, okay, it's a little stagnant, but let's go on a walk because I still love you, and talk and express how you feel, because chances are your partner feels that way too. And just work through it together. Do not work through it apart. I do believe that we have to be very strong within ourselves, get our foundation really rooted, get our roots good before we initiate relationship with anyone. So make sure you're doing both. Okay, take time to yourself, but always come back to your partner, come back to your friends, come back to your family. Don't completely sever yourself and go off and say, see ya, something's wrong, you figure it out. Come back to them and work together. All right, so in relationship, we just did relationship. In career, we have the Seven of Wands reversed. So some situations at work are going to also be kind of surprising to you, and you're not going to like the outcome. Not saying that they're bad, not saying that it's going to ruin the company or ruin your work or anything of those sorts. It's just you don't agree with it. Well, pick your battles this month, Taurus, okay? Pick your battles the rest of September. Some of them are simply just not worth fighting. If somebody wants to, make the coffee creamer communal and you want to have your own, and that you just can't believe that people would share that or something, pick your battles. Let that go. Let that slide so that you can really, put your oomph into something of substance. That's what I'm going to say for career. Pick your battles. You're going to have a few that you have to, marry down in HR is wanting to have, a retreat where you do trust falls and you're afraid of heights. I don't know. And you're like, well, that's great. Thanks, Mary. I will just observe. I will observe. I will definitely go and I will be there and I will support, but I will observe. So you pick your battles instead of being like, oh, I refuse to go. Okay, pick your battles. All right, in health, we have the Three of Pentacles reversed. All right, so with the energy that I got off this is, you know the best how your body works. Okay, so if something is off, if something doesn't feel right in your body, and you go to the doctor and they tell you something and it just doesn't, you're like, oh, that doesn't really resonate with me. Go, listen to your doctor, but also listen to yourself and also go get a second opinion. Okay? So if it doesn't feel right and you feel, you're like, well, it makes sense, but it doesn't feel right, go and get a second opinion. It doesn't hurt to do that. The first doctor might be right, but just double check. Because when you get that feeling of like, something doesn't feel right about that, you need to investigate that feeling and investigate whether, the person who's telling you that information is wrong or if there is a reason why you are blocking it out. Because sometimes we do that too, where we hear something and it's what we need to hear, but we deflect it because we can't take it in. So make sure that you are, listening to your heart, listening to your intuition and your guides, and really looking at situations when it comes to health in all facets, on all sides. Because it feels like for, I would say, almost half of you, someone's telling you, you need to shape up or ship out kind of energy, like get on the treadmill or no more sugar or whatever, and you don't want to hear it, and you don't want to listen to them. You're like, no, you're wrong. I can eat 5 donuts every day. So just investigate that feeling, and then for the other half, it's you realize something was wrong. And so you go to the doctor or you speak to someone that you trust and they tell you to do something and that's not what you wanted to hear. So, take it easy and really, like I said, really investigate that feeling of, I feel like something's off. Look into that. All right, so with mind, body, soul connection, we have the Emperor. Okay, so Emperor energy is like, forge ahead. You're ready. You're ready to go to the next level. Okay? You're ready to go to the next level spiritually and emotionally. You're ready to do it. And so don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Charge through. For a lot of you, Taurus, it's almost linked up to this relationship. Because you're in this lull and it's challenging you to stay clear in yourself and to keep being you and to keep going forward. Because you're going to want to just fall back and binge watch something on Netflix, So take it down a notch and maybe binge watch only for an hour and then keep going with what you need and what you want. And it's like, intuitively, like, okay, you know what, I do need to go on a walk, or you know what, I do need to take a nap, or I need to go work out, I need to eat this. You can feel it. Listen to it. It's moving you forward. All right, so let's pull it all together with the Enchanted Map Oracle cards. Okay, listening. See, that's what I was just saying. You've got to listen. You've got to listen to yourself. Listen to your intuition. It's trying to tell you something. And you're really cutting it out this month. Like, you're really not listening to yourself. And it's because of the situation at the beginning of September where, like I said, you're just feeling so foggy and kind of out of sorts and out of body because of so many people in your life telling you what to do or asking you to help out, or, you've just been listening to too many podcasts that tell you how to live life. So just quiet your mind, quiet your soul, quiet your spirit so that you can really hear it and hear what it has to say to guide you the rest of September. You're blocking it out because it just seems too overwhelming when that's the one thing that you need to be letting in.